It rained last night in Katherine. The first 10 minutes of tropical fat rain of the wet season. Riding my bike to work shortly after sunrise, I see fresh tracks. The smells of the morning are slightly different to yesterday. The rain on outback dust mixed with the wet spinifex. In the distance, under the thirsty trees and tall dry grass, a small tent sits silently in the stillness of the morning. The beating sun already hot. A few pots and a billy hanging from a stump. I've seen these tents pop up and disappear with the wind. A few tarpaulins hanging between trees, staying in place for months at a time. With collections of cans, old chairs, shopping trolleys and blankets gradually accumulating at the campsites. Occasionally I see a dark figure stooped over a fire. The long grasses. The homeless population of Katherine form spontaneous bush camps at the fringes. I imagine not too dissimilar to how Bennelong spent his last days by Sydney Harbour. The coming rains will soon disperse most of these flimsy structures. I don't know where the occupants will go.
My younger brother got killed by sniffing fuel. He rented a container, so the container was closed and that sort of window on top. Four of them went down. My brother was in it. Four of them went down. They got locked inside. But the poison was there inside. And four of them were sniffing until they came out white.
That was definitely for air.
Yeah.
There's no air.
No air was inside. We're dying here inside. That thing was killing them, you know, and they came out white. My brother told them, cut a padlock, bolt cutter, get a bolt cutter, cut them. Open the thing up, it was white. No? They all died inside.
An old Aboriginal man passed away a few weeks back. He wasn't old in years, but his body was old and worn, a consequence of a very hard childhood, crushing tragedy at every turn, an absence of opportunity regardless of education, and a decision years ago to numb the pain with grog. He came to the hospital one afternoon. At first he was silent, his gaze on the cemetery. "My daughter in that cemetery," he said. "I want to be buried next to her. She died when she was just 9. A car had rolled over. I don't know if alcohol was a participant in the tragedy. It was 15 years ago, and had broken his heart and his spirit. And I suspect also his will to live. This man's sadness is now a normal daily heaviness that I live with.